lot of people come to America to pursue their dreams. English-born Peter Readey came across the big pond to pursue a manufacturing business. You see, he makes a special kind of diving gear, and it's allowed him to travel the world and have all kinds of fun. Teresa Bush discovered how Peter made his big splash in Middle Tennessee.
Peter Readey started playing the guitar at 6.
My dad played a guitar, and he had a couple of records by a guy called John Renbourn, and I vowed if I could ever play like him, that would be it, utopia. That would be as far as I wanted to go.
Yes,
Peter does play like his childhood idol, and he plays in a very similar style to a very famous American, Chet Atkins. The way of playing is called fingerstyle. The fingers play independently from the thumb, creating the harmony, bass, and melody all at the same time, and the sound is unmistakable. It's obvious Peter has become an accomplished musician. He even writes many of his own songs. But he didn't come to Tennessee for a career in music. He came here to make scuba gear. That's right, I said scuba gear. The gear is called a rebreather. It's a highly technical system that reuses most of every breath. Peter's version is manufactured on a farm in a tiny community in western Smith County called Hiwassee, far, far away from his homeland of England.
We make about 80% of the systems here. We have a machine shop where we have turning centers. We have milling centers. We also do our own molding here. All the design work, all the CAD/CAM stuff we do here. We use SolidWorks to put all that together. So we're pretty much self-sufficient. I'd always wanted to go diving but never had the time. And I found that a lot of the ships that I wanted to dive on had already been visited by many, many other people.
In order to see the sunken ships, Peter knew he had to go deeper and stay down longer. He went looking for a military rebreather. He found one, took it to his shop where he was already making car engines, and began changing it. That's when the Prism, or Peter Readey's incredible steam machine, was born. His friends jokingly came up with its name.
And to the untrained eye, it looked like some kind of Rube Goldberg, fangled thing with hoses and things on it. It looked like some kind of effigy of a steam plant with all these corrugated hoses and stuff on it. So my friends kept on calling it all sorts of various names. One of the names that stuck was Peter Readey's Incredible Steam Machine.
From 1990 to 1994, Peter, his wife, and their son toured the world, showing off the Prism to anybody who would listen.
So we went around and did what we called tri-dives, or introductory dives, where we would charge $99 and we'd put people in the water, and we did that all around. Went in Egypt, in Ireland, the UK, we did it in Australia, New Zealand, America, and that was very successful, so we proved there was a market for these.
After a few years, the cost of technology just got too expensive in Britain. That's when Peter realized he had to move to America. So with 4 suitcases and 4 rebreathers, the Readeys crossed the big pond, first to Dallas, then to California, where the Prism got a lot of attention, from magazine covers to the big screen.
We actually taught the guys doing the National Treasure, the first one, because they wanted to have something a bit different for Nicolas Cage to scoot away and use. Actually, it was his stunt diver that used it. I was a stunt diver for Sylvester Stallone. I don't look anything like Sylvester Stallone, but they had me swimming through kelp and wearing rubber guns and all this stuff. It wasn't for a movie, it was for a commercial.
And get this, a major pharmaceutical company paid him handsomely to go diving for sponges needed for research.
We were too successful because after 2 or 3 years of doing that, they had enough sponges to keep them going for about 15 years or so. So it was great fun, but I can't think of a better way of getting paid to go and dive in the South Sea Island to collect sponges. So that was good.
But business and living costs weren't so good. In 2002, the Readeys began searching for a less expensive place. and ended up here in the hills of Middle Tennessee.
How many places did you look at before you decided on this one?
Oh, hundreds.
Really?
Yeah, lots and lots of them. But this one was head and shoulders above all the others.
From the low property taxes to easy access to the airport to being able to own an 1840s farmhouse with 43 acres that's near a river, the Reedeys found what they call the perfect place. And you'd never know such high-tech equipment is being made here, inside a building that was built inside an old tobacco barn.
And then you go into the 21st century.
In early 2008, Peter sold the Prism design to a California company. The Smith County operation won't change. It's needed to service all the units sold before that deal. Now, the life for the Reedeys can slow down just a little bit, and you can bet Peter has wasted no time coming up with a new plan.
So the plan is for me to kick back a little and play some more guitar.